What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tanner Wyman Barbarian. Today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve the all-desired, all-coveted V-tapered physique. Let's get straight into it. There's two areas that we're gonna focus on in this video. Area number one is building muscle in your delts, and most importantly, the medial head of your delts, so that you can get the width appearance. And then as well, what we're gonna be focusing on is building up the size of your lats. So again, we can build up the width and help to attain that V-taper physique. Now there is a third spot, and that's just gonna be thinning of the waist by losing fat. We're not gonna be covering that in this video. That is going to be a weight loss type of fat loss video. For now, what we're gonna be focusing on are ways to build up the areas that will help to grow the size of our V-taper physique and give our waist that we have currently the appearance of being even thinner. So everything that I'm gonna be showing you guys here is a specific area that you wanna focus on. If you're gonna be doing your shoulder workout or your back workout, begin with the medial head of your delts or your lats if you really wanna focus on bringing up that V-taper physique. And we're gonna be training with a strategy that's gonna focus on hypertrophy. So we're gonna be in a rep range that's about 12 to 15. And then for lats, guys, you can see as I'm demonstrating right here, as I flare my lats, as I flex them, it actually helps to broaden my shoulders. It makes the waist look even thinner. This is why we're gonna be prioritizing this area. So let's just first get started with the medial delts, and then we're gonna jump into the lats a little bit later. Okay, so the beginning exercise we're gonna get into here for the medial head of the deltoid is some lateral raises. Now you'll see this positioning that I'm kind of oscillating between being completely upright and then down in an angle. That angled position that we're going into here is not very significant, it's fairly slight. This is where we're gonna actually wanna go into in order to maximize the targeting of our medial deltoid. Now personally, I have always had trouble hitting my medial delts. It was always a weak area of mine until I learned this trick from Seth Feroce a few months ago, actually I think it was a year ago, and started to apply it. And the reason that it's so effective is because gravity is coming down on the direct muscle group that we're trying to target for the width here, which is the medial head of the deltoid. What you're gonna do is just some simple lateral raises from this position, and you're gonna feel a lot more targeting in the medial delt as opposed to the anterior head. Now, as I said, 12 to 15 repetitions. You wanna focus on a tempo that's about 1 second up. Try for about a half of a second of a hold at the peak of the contraction there, and you're squeezing that deltoid as hard as you possibly can when those arms get to about parallel, ensuring that the dumbbells are, again, parallel to the ground, and then focus on getting about a 2 to a 3 second eccentric or negative so that you can increase time under tension, and also ensure that you're focusing on not just using your traps to help you lift the weights. This is gonna help to keep the load on the medial head of the deltoid and maximize the effectiveness of this exercise. Okay, our next exercise we're getting here is actually a little bit more effective for hitting that medial deltoid, and this is gonna be some lateral raises on the cable machine. Again, we're gonna be in the same position with the back that I had you guys demonstrated, or that I demonstrated in the dumbbell version. Now, the reason that the cable is a little bit better than the dumbbells is simply because we're able to keep tension on that medial deltoid throughout the entire range of motion. When we do it with the dumbbell, that first like 1/3 of the motion when you're bringing your arm up, there's not very much tension there. Gravity works only by going up or by going down, not from going side to side. However, when we incorporate the exercise with the cable here, we're actually able to get that up and down gravity effect, because the only thing that's being weighed down here are the plates, meaning you're gonna be dealing with about the same amount of tension throughout the range of motion here. Now again, same thing we did with the dumbbells. We're gonna go for about a 1 second on the way up, half of a second hold at the peak of the contraction there, again, flexing and squeezing your medial delt as hard as you possibly can, contracting it and trying to shorten it, and then about a 2 to a 3 second eccentric. And again, we're gonna be focusing on about 12 to 15 repetitions here. You choose your poison. Not a lot of people have access to the cables. Not a lot of people want to do the cables for the medial head of the deltoid. I would definitely prefer it, but if you've only got dumbbells, if you only want to be doing this in front of the dumbbells, in front of a mirror, then by all means, go right ahead. Now, I'd like to take a second to thank today's video sponsor, Vanity Planet, for sponsoring this video with this incredible digital body scale, and this thing is slick. Now, when it comes to achieving your best body and building that V-taper physique, narrowing your waist, building up muscle mass, one of the most important things I always ask that you guys do, and that I personally do, is track your progress. And one great tool that you can use to track your progress is a body weight scale. Now, this body weight scale doesn't just stop at measuring how much you weigh, it also does a fairly good job at estimating your body fat percentage, your muscle mass percentage, your water weight percentage, and your bone density percentage as well. Now, I will make mention, you can see me personally jumping on this, and it says that I'm at about 20% body fat. No, I do not have 20% body fat. This is more geared towards the average human being, not somebody that has a significantly larger amount of muscle mass on their frame compared to the average guy. So if you're not carrying around an extra 20 to 30 pounds of muscle mass compared to the average guy, then this might be right up your alley. Now, really, I need to mention this. This thing looks great. The glass look, the stainless steel, it looks good in damn near any bathroom, wherever you're gonna keep it around around the house. Now, the incredibly nice people at Vanity Planet have not just been able to sponsor this video, but they also want to hook you guys up with an insane discount on the scale. I'm talking 60% off. All you guys gotta do, head on over to the link that I'm gonna have in the description of this video, click over to there, add the scale to your cart, use our code TFIT, and you are going to be able to knock off 60% off of this scale. That's an incredible deal. Vanity Planet is a great sponsor. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. As I said, be sure to click the link that's in the description box. Other than that, guys, let's just get back into how to attain a V-tapered physique. Okay, next we're gonna be getting into some assisted pull-ups here. And you'll notice I'm using this with a resistance band. If you guys wanna get your hands on this resistance band, this is a company I'm sponsored by, Wad Fitters. There's a link in the description. You can either do this with a resistance band, with a pull-up assisted machine, whatever you would like to choose, pick your poison. So the reason we're gonna be doing this assisted is so that we can maximize the number of repetitions that we're gonna be able to perform. Because simply put, not a lot of people can do a lot of repetitions with a traditional pull-up. And this is a fantastic exercise for really hitting our lats, demanding the most out of them, and as a result, stimulating the most growth in the upper back to help us achieve that V-taper physique. Now, what we're focusing on here is activating the lats by pulling through your pinkies as you're bringing your chin up towards the top of the bar. I'm focusing on squeezing my lats as hard as possible. You literally want to imagine that you've got somebody poking on your lats as you're going through the motion. And at the top of the motion there, when my chin is above the bar, I'm actually doing like half of a second of a hold there where I'm squeezing the muscle as hard as I possibly can. And this is where the assisted portion is gonna come in handy. I'm actually using about a 2-second eccentric on the way down. Again, increasing time under tension, and especially so because this exercise is just so damn effective. So with this one, you're gonna wanna pick an assistance that you're gonna be able to do for between the 12 to 15 would be optimal, but if you can only get the 12, then that's totally fine too. And once you have that weight selected where you can just barely get, that 12 to 15 repetitions, that's when you're gonna go for 3 sets till absolute failure. So you're gonna bang out your first set for about 12 repetitions perfectly, and then after that, just keep going until you can't get any full repetitions anymore. In other words, I mean, just continue to get about 3 to 4 half repetitions just so you can demand the most out of those lats. Now let's get into the next exercise I wanna show you guys here. And the next exercise we got here are obviously some lat pull downs. Now, there's a difference in the way that I'm performing these compared to the way that most guys do it. Now, in order to hit our lats, we wanna be doing vertical pulling. This is what I'm demonstrating right here. As you can see from the side angle right here, I'm trying to keep my spine as straight up as possible without having the bar smash me in the face. Now, you'll see this position right here is the way that most guys perform a lat pull down, with their back slightly angled towards the ground. Now, this is cool and it will help you to lift more weight, but what we're doing by putting our back in this position is actually making this exercise more of a horizontal pull, meaning that we're gonna be building up the thickness of our back as opposed to the width. So when you return to your position, as you can see right here, this is what's going to allow us to target the lats the most effectively and help us to stimulate that width growth. And again, the same way we've been repeating for all of these exercises, we're gonna go for about 12 to 15 repetitions. Look at the tempo. I've even added in a 1-second isometric hold at the peak of the contraction. So when the bar is at my chest, I'm trying to pull it through my chest, and I'm pulling through the pinkies again to activate my lats, squeezing them, and then about a 2 to 3-second eccentric to further break down the lat muscles. So there you guys go. That concludes today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you made it this far, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section letting me know how many steps I've nailed on my Fitbit today thus far. This is just so that we can throw off everybody else in the comment section when they go, why the hell is this number here? And also so I can see who actually made it this far in this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, then be sure to smash that like button down below, and also be sure to subscribe for weekly workout tips and nutrition tips that you will not want to miss. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I'll see you all in the next video.